The graph shows a function y equals fx on which the point P2 lies. Draw the tangent to the graph, the tangent to the curve at the point P, and estimate the gradient of this function at the point P. So it's important that I draw a tangent. Now remember, tangent can only touch the graph at one point. It's like a touch line that just touches the line. So to do that quite accurately, you will have to use a ruler. You cannot just go and say, it's about there, because your marks will also be looking like that. What you need to do is you need to use a ruler and draw yourself a tangent to the point. Now remember, tangent can't go through there. It's going through that point, but it can only touch the graph. It's like in a roller coaster on a track. It can only be at one point, touching at one place. So it's going to be something like that. Now, a trick of the trade is, if you draw a line there, make sure that it goes through another point that you can see. So I can see the point go through there, and it's pretty accurate. So I'm going to pick a line, and I'm going to draw my graph like that. Now, you're estimating this because some people can think, well, maybe it was more like that or a little bit more like that. It's very hard to judge, and therefore we're talking about estimating the gradient of the graph. Estimate doesn't mean guess it, because I guess you will not do that well either. No pun intended. So let's have a look. Draw the tangent. To do that now, I need to find the gradient of the line using the graph. So I'll find another point on this line. I can't guess it. I can just say it goes to that point, and that point there is point 1, x is 1, y is 2. And all I do now is I find the gradient. Gradient of that line is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That equals, I'm going to choose any one, y2 is 2, take away y1, which is 8, x2 is 1, take away x1, which is 2. That gives us 2 minus 8 is negative 6, 1 take away negative 2 is negative 1, negative 6 divided by negative 1 equals 6. Now your answer might be a little bit different and have the same answer as long as you used a ruler and you then used the gradient. But that point you have to read from there.